Hey everybody, this is Ozark Pepper One, and been a wild couple of weeks. I don't know if any of you pay attention to the stock market and the economy in general, which a lot of it I think is fake. What's not fake is your electric bill, the fuel you put in your vehicle, and the groceries you buy for your home, and the clothes you wear. Those are commodities you have to buy, and they know that. So they manipulate the market to where they always keep you hoping and struggling for that better quality of item. And the temptation to go in debt for people is always there, and it's always amplified. They throw those ads in front of you on your computer screen now, not just television. You can't even watch a video on a social network without getting a advertisement. Insects. But we live in a whole different world than just 25 years ago. Night and day different. 25 years ago, the ordinary man used to have a neighbor that would be the town attorney or the town doctor. And that was just 25 years ago. And I know this because I have a friend, his next door neighbor is a doctor, and he works in a mechanic shop. Just it was a different reality where people didn't focus so much on their possessions and their earnings. It was more of they chose a career because they were interested in that career, and they knew they would get more in return for their output. But now we've become a nation to where people will judge you by what you drive, what you wear, and the home you live in. And they'll make a decision that that person must be broke as hell, depending on what they live in or what they drive or how they appear. And it doesn't matter if you're physically healthy, have a perfect smile, if you're wearing that old torn flannel shirt and ripped up jeans and old boots or torn tennis shoes or something, you must be a bum. You could have $50,000 in your wallet, and they'll still look at you as a bum until you pull it out and show it to them. And then they'll probably accuse you of stealing it. Because we've become a nation now to where people cannot fathom humbleness. Humility, that's the correct word. I'm making up words like George Bush. And I know people that are boomers, people born in the late 50s, that some are my relatives, some are people I know who've grown up around, and they are still even into their late 60s, they are still in competition mode with other people on who has the nicest stuff. And while they're doing that, they're completely forgetting that they don't have much time to live left. They've wasted their whole life competing with people, competing with their in-laws, competing with their family members, neighbors. And they've wasted a lot of happiness and joy that they could have had. Because a lot of times the people that they're competing with are not competing with them. They're just living their life. And I think in the next couple years, all the people that are caught up in this materialistic mindset are going to be humbled to their knees. Because, you know, the reality is coming at them hard, because it's going to be all those debts they have taken they're going to get called out on those, and they're not going to be able to pay them. And you're going to start seeing more and more homes for sale. You're going to start seeing more and more vehicles for sale. And you're already starting to see that. Just like these younger people that like to get the giant four-wheel drives, and then they put the skateboard-looking wheels on them. And they live inside urban areas, and they have these one-ton pickups with, I call them ghetto rims. But you're just going to see a lot of those vehicles for sale. A lot of people lift their vehicles up in the air, and then they find out, well, wait a minute, this has no use now. This vehicle has absolutely no use except look at me. You're going to see a lot of those for sale. And if any of you guys are mechanics and you're in a market, here's a good market. Buy up those vehicles and take those lift kits off of them and resell them in stock condition. Because a lot of people search ads looking for trucks and things like that, and they're not looking for stuff that's been modified and messed with, because they're buying it for a use and not for showmanship or arrogance. So there's a market right there. You're going to find a lot of these guys hauling these big trailers just to haul their toys around on. You're going to find all that stuff for sale too, because they got to make their house payment also. And they're going to have to decide whether they want to make a house payment or keep paying on all their toys and their trailer and their extra truck that they haul all that stuff with. And there's millions of these people. So you just imagine how much this is going to come crashing down. During the Great Depression, the United States only had close to 50 million people. Now we have cities that have that many people. We have 350 million or so in the United States, they claim. I think it's a lot more. The highways seem to tell a different story. In my own personal experience, driving on the highways in the last 25 years, it's quadrupled. And all these are, people that's, I don't know where they're from, but obviously they're broke, or they wouldn't be coming in this area. So we'll see what happens in the next year or two. Just keep watching the ads. You're going to see a lot of things for sale. You're going to see a lot of home prices come down. Because there's going to be a lot of homes for sale, because there's going to be a lot of repos. There's going to be a lot of campers for sale. Boats, ATVs. Reality's coming. So anyway, that's it for this Sunday. You all have a great rest of your week. Ozark Prepper 1 out.